9 cents. Now, here's a question. How many things have you done, forget this, 44 years? OK, admittedly, not all of you have been alive that long, or us, but keeping up a hobby for that long, well, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, get ready to meet a man who's become, in the nicest possible way, part of the furniture at his venue of choice. Here's Michael Holland amid the chaos and clamour of Speedway.
The grit and grime, surely the most unlikely of places to find a gentleman. But behind the wall of noise, a soft, considered voice.
It is a brute, yeah. It'll bite you pretty bad if you do it wrong.
Behind the mounds of brown stuff, steely determination, almost half a century in the making.
It's a challenge, all the time it's a challenge. You still get a buzz if you've got clean air in front of you.
This has been Lance Jennings' world for 44 consecutive years.
He's 67 going on 27.
Way too many weekend nights to count.
After 44 years, isn't it time he took you dancing on a Saturday night?
I think he's forgotten how to dance.
Here's the question your wife really wants me to ask you. How much money over the years?
Golly, I would hate to think, you know, like a little bit here, a little bit there, in all those years. Could have bought a house, I suppose.
Jennings' racing residency at Auckland's Wakaraka Park, starting out in far from exotic machinery.
For our younger viewers, describe a Mark I Zephyr for them.
Well, it's really quite hard to describe, to be fair. Then we went to a Valiant, Kingswood, XU1 Tirana, A9X Tirana, went to a Monza, Corvette, then another Corvette, this Corvette, and this car.
What's that called?
It's a Hypermac.
Most of those cars seen in action by this reporter as the years have turned into decades.
I've always associated Lance Jennings with number 96 and this message on the back.
Say no to drugs. Yep.
What's it about, Lance?
18 years ago, we lost a son to drugs. He went overseas on his big OE and lasted 3 weeks, bought something bad off the street, came home in a box. I kind of felt that the kids, well, they come along to Speedway and I'd like to think one day when those kids grow up, they would remember that.
It needs to be there for Dad's sake.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I loved them more than the air I breathed.
That sentiment, that sincerity not lost on his rivals. Many of them still learning their craft compared to the old hand.
Good to chat to. He's one of those people, if you have a good race, he'll come up and tell you. So it's really good to build your confidence and stuff like that as well.
Over the years, he's a guy I've actually tried to model myself on. And look, it's a huge effort to race for that long, to have that much enthusiasm, desire.
As you get older, do you lose your nerve?
I don't think you lose your nerve. You just get a little bit of self-preservation kicks in and there's kind of a little gap out there by the wall and you think, you don't really need to do that.
How much have you just won?
What do you mean in this stuff? Chocolate fish.
But clearly chocolate fish taste good. Because in 3 or 4 months he'll absolutely be back for his 45th straight season.
So Lance is pretty much the Peter Williams of petrol heads, isn't he? I was trying to think of people who've done something well for 44 years and he's the only one who could come up with.
No, good on him. That sounds, and he obviously absolutely loves it. So.